Yo, what's up, guys? They're gonna be ranking all the top air units in all-star tower defense. Before we get into it though, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button because we're getting a new code unit at 200k subs. All right, let's hop right into the rankings, guys. All right, first up is Aaron. You may be like, whoa, hold up, Aaron is an air unit? And yes sir, guys, his ability is pretty much the only reason you would use him, and it does hit airs, and honestly it's pretty decent. It's good enough for the A tier. Again, guys, his main attack doesn't hit airs though, so that's not quite enough to put him in the S tier. All right, next up, guys, we have Baby Vegu 3. Baby Vegu 3 is going in the S tier. I don't think he's quite meta, so you could probably get away with using him for meta, so we'll drop him in the meta tier, but I believe he's just not the best. Okay, and I don't recommend you spend your gems on him because of other units that are coming out. Now, Baby Vegu 2 is like, he's like high A tier, and then the last Baby Vegu, I probably would pass on him. Again, you got to go for Baby Vegu 3, boys. All right, next up is Fujitora. Now, he does have an orb, but the only thing about him that hits air units is his ability, so that's why he's this low. Buddha Chairman's very good, guys, especially for earlier story modes. That's good. That's good enough to drop him in the B tier. Yugi, yeah, he's decent, guys, but I really don't think he's like meta or nothing, so he's gonna go in the C tier. Definitely a little bit better than Fujitora though, at least for hitting air units. Now these are all based on only on how much the damage they do to air units, okay? So if they don't hit air units, don't worry about it, you know, like, or if they're ranked a little bit lower than my normal tier list, it's because of like how much damage they do to air units. All right, here we go, guys. Cauliflower, it's a hard no pass, man. She's not terrible, but she doesn't work with the Broly orb, which really knocks her down quite a lot of tiers. All right, Kaido is fairly decent. He's a hybrid unit, puts him in the C tier. Now, this is the 6-star Itachi. Honestly, a very, very good unit, but not quite meta anymore for elemental mode or air mode, but very cheap DPS. But again, kind of getting outclassed because basically a very, very old unit. Ulquorra's ability hits airs, so that's good enough to put it in the C tier. Now, Ryuk, guys, Ryuk is meta, man. Definitely a very, very, very good unit if you can get your hands on it for damage farm, and of course, guys, for air leaderboards. All right, Demon Side Ultimate is S tier. Not quite able to make the meta tier anymore because there's just better options out there like Baby Vegu. Toad is actually a meta unit. Not for his air damage per se, but because he can teleport air units back. Again, though, if it was just based on damage, he would go lower, but you kind of have to use him for air leaderboards in general, so I'll leave him up there for now. I'll give him some credit. Plus, he was OP in the Rumbling event, but you know, that's kind of over. Now, Spade, the reason Spade sucks is he doesn't work with the Ace Orb, which is basically good enough to drop him in the F tier. Oh man, all right, Sabo, decent unit, boys, solid D tier. Hashirama, solid C tier, decent damage, but not as good as Buddha Chairman. Perona had a lot of fun usages. Like, she used to be like the only air stun, but now we got Amelia, so that's not that good anymore. But she does have the air stun, so we'll put her in D tier, I'd say. Golden Frieza, another solid D tier, even after all the buffs, just not quite where it should be. Kirito did get a buff, but not that big of a buff. But it's good enough to drop him in the C tier, but he's kind of a hard unit to use. Ichigo, he's just a tradable unit, guys. No real value there. Ichigo, he does slow down the air unit, so we got to give him credit. And he does still damage the air unit, so he is eligible for this list. So he's definitely going to go in the meta zone. All right, this is Genos 4-star. Decent, but again, if you're trying to do infinite mode, yeah, don't bring him. Genos, decent again. He's more of a story mode unit, though. All right, Jolin, again, kind of like that. Honestly, I'll drop him up there. Honestly, the thing about her is her ability does hit airs. I believe it even might stun the air, so we'll drop her in D tier. Gilgamesh, honestly, low-key is very good for damage farming. I'm going to honestly drop him up in the S tier. He's kind of underrated, mainly because he's really too cheap, and you can only place one of him. But if for some reason they made it so you could place all 8, he would be back in the meta. All right, here, decent unit here, but again, a lot of these ones are packing a pretty big punch. So I don't think quite good enough to put let Yagami higher than the C tier right now. Goku Super is decent unit, solid C tier though, not quite as good as Itachi in them. Same with Goku Black, Rose. Goku Black, crap, don't get it. All right, so this is the normal Sasuke. The only reason this Sasuke is on here because his ability, Black Flames, does hit airs, but unfortunately it does like no damage, so not really worth it. All right, Sasuke is, I think, kind of on the wave for meta, but not really that much anymore since we got Baby Vegu and Mihawk 6-star. Or just double check he's on the list. All right, Gogeta's a solid unit, but again, he just hasn't gotten buffed recently. He's very, very cheap, so that kind of hurts him because he's not as good for infinite mode because he doesn't have enough cost. Now, if they gave this guy a lot of upgrades, he'd be meta again, but yeah, no. All right, this is Krillin. Of course, guys, Krillin is God tier. Both Krillins, guys, you already know. You already know, dude. All right, here we go, guys. Light Yagami, very good as well. I'll put Light Yagami in the meta tier. Basically just as good as Ryuk. All right, now we got the Brolys. Now this Broly is like Broly, but you don't need the orb, so pretty dang good. Solid C tier. Both Brolys. This Broly you need the orb though. Well, probably like that then. All right, here we go, guys. And Madara, honestly, I think Madara is what the frick was I saying? Madara is technically still meta, but so I'm gonna leave it at the bottom of the meta tier because I don't think Madara is gonna be considered meta for long. Again, Madara is only meta because you can afford her. I mean him. What the frick? And this guy right here, Zoro Sirius. Do I not have universe? Okay, I was just checking real quick. Where is he at? All right, Zoro Sirius. Who is the best air unit, guys? Honestly, I might even put him above Light Yagami. He's so much better than everything else in the game. All right, so we got Amelia. She's decent for story mode. We'll put her solid C tier. All right. Oh man, so I just got a really bad thought in my head. I need to go to sleep. Oh my gosh, Lucky Green sucks. Megumin's ability hits airs, so that's why she's on the list. And honestly, she's actually pretty dang good ability. So, but the ability got nerfed, so maybe like right there. All right, normal Megumin. Unfortunately, the damage is just too low. Maniac, he does actually pretty decent damage, but I feel like not quite. Maybe right about there. Mask Captain used to be a meta air unit back in the day. Same with Goku. But you know they're just old now and they're crap. Meta Knight. Yeah, he hits airs too, but again, his damage is quite a little bit lackluster. Solid C tier. This Doflamingo is actually pretty good. Good enough for G tier, and the other one does go in F tier. All right, Guts. Guts does technically do a little bit more damage. Actually, no, I feel like Gogeta is slightly better than Guts, so I'll probably do it like that. Shanks, decent unit, solid D tier. Maya does have that ability, solid D tier. Luffy, very, very good unit. Honestly, yeah, I probably feel like this is right about fair. He's really good for story mode too, so I'll give him a little bit of bump. Mecha Frieza, honestly, like not a lot of people have him, but technically it's meta, so we'll put Mecha Frieza up there along with what it's a reskin of, Universal Justice / Jurin or whatever. Okay. Oh man, where do I get started with the Sky God? Oh my gosh, Enel. Oh man, dang, I don't know, man. I feel bad, but I'm gonna have to drop him. I just don't think he's that good. Ace, D tier, solid. Goku, oh my gosh. Goku goes in the F tier, guys. For real. Oh man. Yeah, maybe there. Honestly, I'll probably just put him like there. Like that. All right, the Pharaoh's ability sucks, but it does hit the whole map, so maybe B tier. Again, I don't really recommend it. Ability sucks, but you know. All right, Tokens, decent. I believe Tokens is a hybrid unit, along with Vegito. Tatsumaki, not that great overall, but does hit airs. Troy Honda, unfortunately, kind of got disrespected. Kuma. Kuma's decent. Uryu's very, very good. I'd probably put Uryu up here in the high C tier, mainly because it's really good for story mode as well as pretty good for infinite mode too. Zamasu, decent unit. Nothing too crazy though. Solid D tier. Honestly, actually, I might bump it up. We got Broly up there. The freak I have Broly up there, dude. What the heck? I should have Gogeta. Okay, what the freak? Why the freak do I have Broly up there? What am I doing in my life? All right, we're gonna bump some things. What the heck? What the heck is this crap? Yo, hold up. We gotta readjust this list a little bit. This is getting a little messy. Oh my gosh. Bro, this list is messed up. Yeah, this list is messed up. What am I doing with my life? Oh gosh. Something went wrong here. I don't know what happened. Oh, I messed this up bad. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get roasted for that in the comments. All right, I think we're pretty close to being about even. Again, rankings don't matter within the tiers. All right, Kakashi, decent unit, solid C tier. Oh, actually, no, probably B tier, honestly. Dio barely hits airs. His ability does do slight damage to airs, and Mihawk decent for airs as well. Maybe right about there. So there you go, guys. There is the meta air tier list. Let me know what you guys think, and let me know what I can fix. Because again, guys, this is the first version of the tier list, so there's bound to be mistakes. So let me know what you guys would change in the comments down below, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bless, but out. Peace.